Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Lions going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, it's Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Stafford now on second down. Looking downfield for Jones. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Play faked Abdullah. It's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Webb now. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Detroit! No, check. No, check. Patriot! All right, now look at this. Detroit! Set! Blue, landed! Back that up! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb caught right side. It's Lewis. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run again with Blunt. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? Garrett Blunt, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not surprising to see Collins in on the tackle. He had 125 of them last year, most by a safety in Giants history.
He plays like a linebacker in the run game. His biggest improvement last year, his ability to defend the pass. He's going to be one of the best safeties in the league for a long time.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Stafford. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. 1st quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and now it's 3rd down.
Where they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On 3rd down, Webb. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Shepard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's Darkwa. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Webb. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Webb now from the gun. He finds Beckham complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Darkwa. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Giants offense, they were 30th in red zone trips a season ago, but they're in the red zone now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Orleans Darkwan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are in for 6. And he puts it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll run with Darkwan. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Webb. And that's complete to Lewis. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Webb to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. To throw on second down. Webb. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Good. Here we go now.
To throw on third down. Webb. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And an alley to run. And he'll power his way up near the 25. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw on second down is Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
And there's Golden Tate doing exactly what he does well. Extra yards after the catch.
Exactly. To your point, among wide receivers, no one had more yards after the catch than Tate last year at 635. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. Here's Blunt, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ten yards still left on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the run, Darkwa. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Webb. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Over. Here we go now. No, here we go. Check. Leopard.
The play clock's running down. A handoff as they run the counter play. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just comes through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go now. Green. Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
Seven yards to go on second down.
Detroit! Gone! Here we go now. Over.
Webb to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Giants coming up on 1st and goal. Remember, they had only 6 rushing touchdowns all of last year, fewest in the league. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Orleans Darkwa, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. That's pulled in by the rookie Kenny Golladay. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Matthew Stafford, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. Here's Stafford. Incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down following the run.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Please, God! All right, here we go. Leopard! No, check. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now Webb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line
They're going with Beckham on the end around. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And now here's a carry heading left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
you